Macmillan Audio presents The Right-Hand Shore by Christopher Tilghman. Read for you by Scott Sowers. Sometimes he scours the right-hand coast, sometimes the left. Now shaves with level wing the deep, then soars up to the fiery concave towering high. John Milton, Paradise Lost, Book 2. Chapter 1. We see Miss Mary Bailey and her distant and much younger cousin, Mr. Edward Mason, sitting on the porch of the mansion house on her ancestral farm, Mason's Retreat. Edward Mason has crossed his legs. One foot, Mary feels, is poised in order for her to admire his English shoes. There's a bit of mud, or worse, or better, as far as Mary would be concerned, on the left toe. The vast porch is bare except for the two wicker armchairs into which they have settled, and the butler's table placed between them, on which his tea, untouched, and hers, unwanted, are getting cold. There is a slight breeze fruited with odors of the Chesapeake, seagrass pollen, clay flats, fish living and dead. It is September 5th, 1920. 8 o'clock in the morning, and the air above the Chester River is clear enough to make out the roof lines of the waterman's village on Kent Island, the silhouettes of the loblollies of Hale Point, the spars and poles of the oyster dredgers. The chairs have been placed so that neither of them can be distracted by this view. "Certainly," says Edward Mason. "Indeed. A very sensible arrangement." What a fool, thinks Miss Mary. She stares at Edward Mason long enough for him to show discomfort, as if those three empty and useless utterances might have contained the seeds of a bad mistake. His mustache, his flushed skin and red hair, his broad, big-eared, needy Mason face, his grand arrival on the porch where she had been waiting for him. Madam. He thinks he's being courtly, as if what he has learned by watching the men at whatever club he is in will get him everything they got. Well, he's not in Boston now. This place will eat him alive. She's sure of that. She's seen far better men destroyed by the place. Far better. He has no idea what he is saying, what he is agreeing to. As a Catholic who has spent years of her life trying to emulate the love and tenderness of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, we will learn more about that later. She has a duty to slow him down. "I'd think you'd want to reflect on it," she says. "I'm not offering you something without burden." Now, she takes a sip of her tea, and though it is cold, it is still spicy. It still flowers on the tongue. This will end all too soon in dust eaten by insects. "Perhaps you'll want to discuss it with your wife." "I'm certain she'll be thrilled." "And why?" asks Mary. Why did he think she would be thrilled? Why did he claim to be certain about the desires of another, especially the desires of a spouse? She met Edward Mason a half hour ago, and already she believes that he thinks of no one but himself, that his wife will not be consulted. Oh, Mary could fill this girl's ears, but why bother? She married him. She deserves the life her husband provides. Mary's questions are having, if not the desired effect, then at least an interesting one. The more she pushes back at all his frumperies, the more he takes refuge in them. It is the only hand he has to play. He'll dig deeper and deeper, trying to undercut her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?